All right. Are we on? Is it live? Is it Memorex? Are we here? Are we here? Are we here? Everybody, where's everybody? Where's everybody? I see more people. Come on in. I see more people. Come on in. Good morning. Hey, good afternoon. Hey, good evening. Hey, it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, wherever you happen. If you're on Mars, it's probably Thursday. So, welcome to Daily Antidote of Song. 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 This is the best I can do this today. Hello, everyone. Great day wherever we happen to be in the world. Happy journey to us all. I am Arnaé. I'm your host for this Monday morning edition of Daily Antidote of Song, which is lovingly and consistently for 790, I'm going to find out in a minute, 790 something days every day by the beautiful people over Carpe Diem Arts. Give them a hand. Carpe Diem Arts delivers every day. So it's June 13th, 2022. Here at Daily Antidote of Song, June is busting out all over with messages of peace, social justice, community, and the changing seasons. I think it's day 798, but I'm open to being wrong. As always, we've got a very special guest in the room who will elevate, enlighten, and entertain us all, and we will get to her after we say greetings to the Facebook Live family. Okay, y'all know the drill. To the left, up top, to the right, on the bottom. Say hi. Left, top, right, and bottom. And you might as well go ahead and do that to each other when we're in the room. The Hollywood Squares. It's the Hollywood Squares. Who wants to be Paul Lynde? Who wants to be Paul Lynde? All right. Well, I always like to start out with hellos to the creator of this wonderful program, Joe Rossi. There's Busy Graham. There's Diane. Let's say hi to them. Aaron, Katie, Jaden, and our magically delicious Zoom guru for the day is the one and only Anna. Hey, Anna. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get started with the rumors in the Zoom. The You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm so glad to see Anna. I'm so glad to see Katie. Hey, so glad to see Arlene in Berkeley. So glad to see Nancy. Hello. So glad to see Jenny in Suffolk. So glad to see Mabel and them dancing bears. There's Deli. There's Cricket. There's Julie in Ontario. Carolyn, 7.99. Thank you. Nancy with that moo cow. And there's Annette Perone. Good morning to you. There's Dan Walker in Brianna, Virginia. Kathy, Arapahoe Land. Oh, and with the fur baby. I love that. There's Storm. You know I love those chapeaux, Storm. Katie in Charlottesville. There's Ralph in Victoria. I see Ann in Maryland. Tim's iPad. Jane in Texas. Stop moving. Stop moving. Susan in Seattle. Hey, Susan. And there's Kat Cox in Vermont. Sheila in Florida. Hello. And there's my girl Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. One curly top, two curly tops. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake it up. And Bronwyn in Victoria. And Amanda and Miles in Michigan. And Kate wandering somewhere in the world. Loriana and friends. There's Hoda coming through. Bob in Massachusetts. Hi, Bob. Hindy's coming through. I see Aloysius. Bob in Albany, New York. Shelley Clapholtz. There's 928-925 number. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Happy you are here today. Let's give ourselves a hand. Day 799. Really, y'all? Really? 799. And it's the perfect day for our special guest, who is an accomplished vocalist, guitarist, fiddler. She's a composer, a band leader, a producer, and a teacher. She comes from the rich musical history of the Catskill Mountains in New York State. She's a proud graduate of the New England Conservatory and is making her musical mark in the world with the Katie Martucci Band, the Ladles, Tucci Swing, other things. Coming in from the beautiful borough of Trees, which is Brooklyn, New York. Everybody, let's make her feel extra welcome. Put your hands up and together for Katie Martucci. Katie,
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. So good to be here with you all.
so good to be here with you. Good to see you. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, feeling good.
All right, I'm liking the calm that you're
Mhm.
just, eluding. I'm loving all that. Okay, I understand there's something special about you. In addition to the song, you give vocal warm-ups, and I'm supposed to be on vocal rest today, but
Mm.
I'm definitely open to one of your vocal warm-ups.
Okay,
You got something for the vocal weary? You got something for us?
absolutely, always, always. Yeah, so for those of you who've maybe been a part of a sing with me in the past, you know that I always like to take some time to just settle into your instrument, right? We're making sound with our bodies, and so taking a second to just check in with where you're at for today is always a great idea. So let's give it a little TLC and start with some just massaging of your jaw. I'll call out some suggestions, but you can just go wherever you feel you need a little bit of attention. So I like to do these circles on my jaw, move into my cheeks or sinuses and nose, chin, upper lip. That's a big one for me. That's where all the tension often goes. Stiff upper lip. Your temples. And you're just kind of loosening up your face. You can just make some real pretty faces here. And then take that down to your neck, the back of your neck. You can nod your head yes and no. And just start to bring that massage around the sides, so these big tendons that hold up your neck. Maybe trying to align your head a little bit more over your spine so that your bones are supporting that weight instead of your muscles. And then you can do some really light massage, just like with two fingers on your laryngeal muscles. And especially if you have a tired voice, this is a nice way to just start to bring those vocal cords together. You can go circles, you can go kind of up and down here. And then if you want to take these two fingers, put it on either side of your voice box, the part you feel vibrating, if you hum for a second. And you can go side to side, and it might make a little clicking noise, but it's okay. It's just your cartilage. It's weird, but you're not hurting yourself. And that just loosens things up. And you can do this for way longer than we're doing. We're just doing the little teaser version. But that's maybe enough to start to feel a little bit looser. Let's do some shoulder rolls to bring that down. And just think about, how can we open up the chest and just take a big breath in. And just really let that out. One more time. Maybe bring your arms up. We'll start to bring in some lip trills to keep that loosening and opening going. One more time. And then one breath thing I always love to add in is if you pretend to yawn, which some of us may be closer to waking up than others, so that might be easier. Just pretend to yawn, and you'll feel the back of your throat open up. And that's a great way, just kind of taking breaths like that. You can do that as you're about to sing. I do all the time. You get this super open pathway for that sound to come out. So let's take a breath like that and go. Don't worry about volume. Just let that slide up and down and feel the openness. So breathing in with the yawn. Do one more. Breathing in. Nice. And then we'll do one. This is kind of a silly one to wake up the face a little bit more. Go wee 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 wee. So ooh and then wee. Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. and then ooh wee 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 wee. And throughout all this, you can just keep moving, keep stretching, keep things loose. Ooh wee 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 wee. One more. Wee 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 wee. Yeah. All right. That'll get us going.
Wow, I love it. Thank you. I'll be using those. Okay, so
Awesome.
tell us about the song that you're choosing to share with us today.
So I wanted to sing "Time Has Made a Change" with y'all today, and I learned this from listening to Sam Amidon's most recent record, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. And he has a really, really gorgeous stripped down version. It's just him singing, guitar, and bass. And his delivery is just fabulous. And the moment I heard it, I was just, my heart was rocked. So I'm excited to sing it with you guys today.
All right, so what part are we going to sing? What can you teach us? Because this is a new song for me. So we start from scratch. What can we sing with you?
Let's work on the chorus. So this will repeat after each verse, and it's gonna go like this. I'll just do it line by line. Time has made a change in the old home place. Let's do that. Oh, 1, 2. Time has made a change in the old home place. Second line, starting up. Time has made a change in each smiling face. One more time there. Time, 2. Time has made a change in each smiling face. Then third line. And I know my friends can plainly see. And I know my friends can plainly see. And last line. Time has made a change in me. Time has made a change in me. So let's put that together. Time, 2, 3. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change in each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see that time has made a change in me. And just to tap back into my vocal teacher mode for a second, if this is kind of higher in your range, like it is for me, or just higher for this morning, this is a fun song to tap into, kind of like any sort of nasal resonance you might have. Time has made a change. So if you want to, if that's something that's new, one way to get into that is ming. And if you plug your nose after the sound starts and then the sound stops, you're doing it right. So let's try that. Ming. It's in your nose. All right. So is that feeling good? Do folks want to hear that chorus one more time?
I think we're ready. Thumbs
All
up.
right. All right. Thumbs up. So here we go. Time has made a change. Time has made a change since my childhood days. Many of my friends have gone away. Some are never more in this life shall see. 'Cause time has made a change in me. Here's the chorus. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change in each that time has made a change in me. In my childhood days, I was well and strong. I could climb a hillside all day long. I am not today what I used to be, 'cause time has made a change in me. Let's do that chorus again. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change with each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see that time has made a change in me. When I reach my home in the land somewhere, with my friends who wait to meet me over there, free from pain and care, I'll forever be, 'cause time has made a change in me. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change with each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see that time has made a change in me. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change with each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see that time has made a change in me.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Katie. Perfection.
Thank you.
Perfection. Okay, I need to know, how does a New Yorker, because you grew up in Catskills, right?
Yes.
What's up with that twang in your voice?
I mean,
When did that
you could
happen?
argue it's a little appropriative, but I've just had the honor and the pleasure of spending time in Nashville and Louisiana, and I grew up going to I think probably my most formative musical experience as a kid was growing up going to the Ashokan Center for their Western and Swing Week, led by Jay Unger and Molly Mason, and my dad has been on staff there for many years, and so most of my like upbringing, even though it was 1 week a year, it's so immersive and formative, and it was a lot of musicians from Louisiana. So that's that's where that's coming in.
It's in you. It's in you, and it sounds so sweet. So you mentioned your dad. He's a jazz pianist. What's his name?
His name's Vinny Martucci.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were pretty young when you started performing with him. How old?
I think we did our first wedding gig together when I was like 6 years old. Yeah. Which honestly, like that makes me sound more talented than I was. Like it was the scratchiest version of Ode to Joy you've heard in your life. But for some reason, these strangers were like, yeah, we're down.
So were you singing? Were you playing? What were you doing?
That was on violin. That was my first instrument.
Aw.
Yeah.
I love it. But you advanced at some point
At
because
some point, yes.
you were writing your own songs and playing for tips.
Hmm.
Okay, I need to know, what was your little 6-year-old self buying with the tip money? What were you?
Oh, that's a good question. What was I buying with my tip money? Um, I mean, Probably from then until this day, like clothes. I love them. Like there's no minimalist in me when it comes to like dresses and different things.
But
So
at 6 years old, come on, Katie.
yeah, no, it for sure was that. I was just like, I need this like kind of like way too fancy, like, my opportunities for wearing it were probably very
Okay.
slim.
So you quickly made the association with performance, being on stage
Yeah.
in front of people with your appearance. Okay, I feel it.
Mhm.
So I've read that you started writing songs when you were in first grade. Do you remember any of like the first song?
They were, I think I was kind of there was a late arrival for me to form. So it was a lot of
Right.
like stream of consciousness kinds
Exactly,
of things.
exactly.
I think the first, oh, go ahead.
My first song was taking a bath.
Yeah.
In the bath, washing in the bath. You know.
Right. Like this is what I'm doing. I can tell you about it through a song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. How about yours?
Um, I think, oh yeah, there was this one about like, kind of like hiking up a mountain and just, how long that took and, we're getting closer to the trees and da, da, da. Yeah, that kind of scene.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, vocal improvisation,
Mhm.
that's your thing. Did the interest come before or after studying with Laurel Massey?
Mm. Wow, you know so much. This is amazing. I'm like having to dig deep into my own memories.
Because you've been in
Um,
these rooms before, so I don't know what you've talked about. So,
yeah, no, this is great. Um, probably we did less with vocal improvisation, but she taught me so much about performing. I will never forget a lesson that I had with her, probably in like middle school, where we were talking about, performing and connecting with an audience. And she was like, listen, you don't have to relate to the specifics of what these lyrics are talking about, but you need to connect with something in yourself, and this song could remind you about your dog and just like, how much you love your dog, or, memories that you have with, walking around the woods with him. But as long as you're tapping into that and willing to share that with the audience, that invites other people to do the same. And it was just such a valuable experience to like get to practice doing that with her, and her kind of being like yes, that feels like I'm feeling more from you. And she's just really incredible at doing that herself.
for maybe some folks who don't know, please tell us who Laurel Massey is.
Laurel Massey, an incredible, incredible singer. She, I think, is most known for her work with Manhattan Transfer, this amazing four-part vocal harmony jazz group. But has continued to record solo work and now lives up in the Hudson Valley and teaches at Ashokan, and I think teaches at SUNY New Paltz now too. And yeah, definitely check her out.
Wow. And how old were you when you started studying with her? You said middle school?
I think, yeah, that was like around 12 or something. Yeah.
Wait, how did that happen? A 12-year-old singing with learning from a Manhattan Transfer veteran.
That is thanks to my dad. They're collaborators. Yeah. So getting to grow up with a musician father, musician family, and he was just very generous with, kind of bringing me into that community, and they were very generous with their time with me.
You had the right clothes. Maybe it was,
Yes.
you knew
Like,
what to wear.
she looks good enough.
So people invited you just to see what you were going to be wearing. It wasn't about your talent. That came afterwards.
Wardrobe has carried my career.
It's everything. It's everything. So let's talk about the ladles. I actually saw the name. I thought it said ladies, but then I thought about it. Maybe, you all were evoking that be dishing out a spoonful of yumminess to make the world all better. Is that the story behind the name of the ladles?
I wish we were that visionary, but no, it was from a mislabeled ladies' room sign. We all met at the New England Conservatory. We were in the program, the contemporary improvisation program that they have there, and it's a small program, but even so, we were the only three undergrad women at the time, and so it was definitely like kind of a community, like bonding together and trying to support each other in a pretty male dominated scene. But it turned out that we really liked each other and really liked making music together, and so we started sharing songs with one another. And a friend invited us to do a house concert at their place. Like, you can play, but you have to have a name. And we were like, well, we want something to kind of reflect, that this is like very much like a women femme, kind of energy that we're harboring and creating together. And someone suggested, like, why don't you do the Ladles room, like, as a joke? But we were like, you know, there's something there. And here we are. Now I have a ladle tattooed on my arm, so it's gone on and on.
So the name actually said the ladle room.
Yes, Ladles room. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That's lemons to lemonade right there.
Yes, yes.
Wow, wow.
Mhm.
Well, I read that you said there are a lot of happy accidents that have been going on in your life. Springfield sessions, what's that all about?
So yeah, that was our pandemic moment. We had booked like a whole, had like March through October pretty much booked for 2020, and as we all did, had to pivot. And I had remembered that a place that we had played out in Western New York, this really wonderful art center called Springville Center for the Arts. Totally recommend checking them out. They do such amazing work. And I remember we had played there, and the director had mentioned, like, we're trying to do residencies. If you ever want to come back, just let us know and we'll make something work. And I thought, well, maybe there's a way we can make that work. Like, we could test or quarantine or something, and then just like get to be there together. And so we hit them up, and they hosted us for 3 weeks, and I mean, it was just such a gift, like, to be with my bandmates for 2 weeks every day, um, of just like, wake up, make breakfast, work on songs, go swimming, end the day. And then at the end of those 2 weeks, our friend came up, who's another great musician and audio engineer, and we kind of converted the church, performance area that they have into a little studio and recorded all the things that we'd worked on over the course of those 2 weeks, and then just got to have this like snapshot of that creative moment, and it was just the most fulfilling thing. I mean, I cannot overemphasize like the gift of getting to be with collaborators like 24/7 for a couple weeks. It's
Goodness.
so freaking fun.
Oh, goodness. Well, hang on a second. This was a church. Were there pews in there? Did you have to move things out?
It's set up. That's what the center uses for their like
Gotcha.
performance thing. So we were just on the stage, and then I guess we did clear out a couple rows of seats so that our friend Dylan had a place to set up his equipment. But really, it was just playing in that room, and that's where we were like practicing and rehearsing every day. So I'm sure some people in here have had the experience of like singing in a room consistently. Like, you get to know it's like another instrument that you're getting to use, of like, especially when it's so reverberant. So it was
Oh,
so fun. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And so this is in the early days of the COVID lockdown. So
Yeah, August 2020.
wow.
Mhm. Yeah, our
Congratulations.
bandmate from California, she was like, I don't know about flying. So another friend of hers was moving back to Massachusetts. And so they drove across the country and just camped the whole way because they didn't want to stay in a hotel or risk exposure. And me and Caroline, my other band member, like, quarantined for like 10 days before going in and tested. And, but then we were in the middle of nowhere. And so it was fine.
Wow. And so you had your food taken care of, all those basic necessities, and you got to swim?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
so good.
Okay. So where can people buy the Springfield sessions?
It is available on Bandcamp, and we did a pretty like limited physical release, but I think we have a few more copies left. So yeah, you can get in touch with us through the website, and yeah, if you want a physical copy, those there's a few available, and those are cool. We did like a lino cut for the label of that. So each one is like, kind of handmade, designed by
Wow.
one of us or someone at the art center. So very, very DIY.
Wow. Wow. So, Katie, what superpower did you discover about yourself
Hmm.
during those early parts of the COVID lockdown?
Hmm. Superpower. Um, I think I think this kind of falls into that category, but what comes to mind is leading up to lockdown, I was definitely having a difficult relationship with music. It was so tied to kind of the hustle and the more capitalist version of music, which can feel very overwhelming when you have it as your profession and your creative pursuit. And so, even though all those canceled gigs and all the disruption that the lockdown brought was, it was devastating and financially really difficult. It I don't know, helped me reconnect with the part of myself that like feels like music is a superpower, and singing and just that like very like deep and very natural urge to create things and to share them with people out kind of outside of a any sort of capitalist markers of success or whatever. And I'm just so glad to have had that time of reconnection, because it's tough when it gets cloudy out there. Yeah.
Yeah, really, really. And so that's the inspiration for all the music that came through.
Hmm.
Mm, wow. Okay, I need to know, Miss Brooklyn.
Yes.
This is a question every Brooklynite has got to fess up to. Are you really into Junior's cheesecake?
Yes, so much. Like actually, so that's so
I
funny that you asked
completely. All right. We was friends before. You know,
that.
I'm rethinking our friendship.
But what
Okay.
about okay, what about the cute little fellas? They're just so small and so cute. I mean, you got to dress them up, like put some cinnamon on it, a little like, some berries.
That's extra though. That's extra. My cheesecake spot in Brooklyn was Cousin
Uh,
John's. You know
Cousin
Cousin
Jenny's.
John?
Oh,
Cousin
Cousin John's.
John on
No,
Saturday.
but I'll go. I
They
love
have they have
cheesecake.
the pistachio crust.
Oh shit.
Crushed pistachio crust, fresh berries
Mm.
on top. That's the real Brooklyn cheesecake.
No, that I mean, that objectively sounds better. You're not wrong.
Thank me later. You can thank me later. Okay, we still friends. We still friends.
Okay,
All
cool.
right.
I was really enjoying this, so
We're still friends. All
okay.
right. Oh my goodness. What is some up the I'm gonna get in trouble because I have a 10 o'clock. What are some coming things that are happening that we can support you with in finding your
So
music?
yeah, if anyone is in Brooklyn, I'll be playing my last show before I leave town for a bit at this bar in Sunny's in Red Hook. This bar called Sunny's in Red Hook, and that's a really fun, just kind of like jazz trio. So that'll be on June 26th. If you're in town and want to come out to that, it's such a great spot. So come for the bar alone. And then I'm really excited to say that I'll have some new solo music coming out. Over the course of last year, I was going down to work with a friend in Nashville, and we recorded a bunch of originals, and the first single from that project comes out on July 29th. So if you want to keep up with that, if you're on Instagram, that'll be posted all over there, but you can also go to my website and sign up for a newsletter, and then that'll also be a way to keep in touch with that. But yeah, really excited to share that.
All right, fantastic, Katie. We know our parts of the song. Can we please have it again?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And I loved how Anna had all the people coming in singing. I just love that.
Yeah, so beautiful. Alrighty. Feel free to join in on I mean, do whatever you want. Harmonize, sing a different song. I can't hear. But feel free to join me on the verses. Time has made a change since my childhood days. Many of my friends have gone away. Some are never more in this life we'll see. 'Cause time has made a change in me. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change with each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see that time has made a change in me. In my childhood days, I was well and strong. I could climb a hillside all day long. I am not today what I used to be. 'Cause time has made a change in me. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change with each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see that time has made a change in me. When I reach my home in the land somewhere, with my friend to meet me over there, free from pain and care, I'll forever be. Because time has made a change in me. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change with each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see that time has made a change in me. Time has made a change in the old home place. Time has made a change in each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see that time has made a change in me.
Mm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a whole mood, Katie. Set it up. You set it up. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
sharing your time, your incredible talents, your memories. You know, I still like you even though you like Junior's cheesecake. We still good.
I
We
appreciate that.
we still good. You got a wonderful spirit, an incredible voice. Wow, we're so grateful. Thank you for that. Everybody, Katie Martucci, let her know. Let her know. Let her know. Let her know. All right, I'm really gonna get in trouble now. Let's see. Let's breathe that in. Let's just take a moment to breathe that in. Yeah, I'm holding that through the day. Time has made a change in me. Okay, let's see. Announcements. The Carpe Diem Arts fundraiser, Invest in Creativity, is still happening. The information is going to magically pop into the chat. I believe there is a cocktail party that is being worked on, so stay tuned. And before we say our final goodbyes, I'm going to extend an invitation to any new people in the room. Put your name, where you're coming in from, a different country, a different city, and how you found Daily Antidote of Song. And one of these days, you're going to be receiving a very special welcome from the series creator, Jojo Rossi. Okay, time has made a change. And I got to think about time right now. So let's breathe it and let's say goodbye to all the Facebook Live family. Thank you all for being here. We'll see